YouTube, Sarah 13 here. Oh my God! Happy birthday to me!
This deck is unbeatable in my opinion.
YouTube, Sarah 13 here. It is time again for another Intervuel. Now, today's opponent that I'll be facing and interviewing at the same time kind of dropped out of the Yu-Gi-Oh scene, and he's been doing the Cardfight Vanguard for quite some time. You know him as Peshkatz. His name is Randal, and here he is here.
How's it going, everybody?
It's not. We decided to use the Google Plus this time because he doesn't have the Skype, so I'm gonna try and get as close as I can without it being too close so you can't see what's going on. So
I'll try to announce all the stuff I'm doing so people have an idea what's going on.
Sure. Well, basically, you're gonna want to see my field too, right?
I'm used to like tilting my screen down and seeing. Oh yeah, I'm used to that, so it's all good.
Okay, alright. Well, we're going to do that anyway, so I'll tilt you down a little bit. There we go, so you can see his screen a little bit, or his playing field there.
Okay, everything's all good here, so.
Can you see what I've got?
Yeah, looks perfectly fine to me.
Alright. Let me get a little closer. These guys can see. There we go. That should do. Yeah. Right about there. Alright guys, I know you can't exactly see my field all that well, so I'll pull the mat up a little bit.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
This is my brand new Sarah's 13 mat too that was made for me.
JD.
Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, so what I usually do is, we have a little, I deem them derpy duels, because, you know, they're never really all that serious.
Alright.
Basically just for the fun, right, while we're having an interview. And then I just fire questions at you, sort of, little by little, and do your best to answer them. I'll try not to stump you.
Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and start this interview.
Alright, so I'll roll and see who goes first. Right. I rolled a 2, so you can see that there, and these guys can see that there. And now I'll roll for you.
Alright.
Also a 2.
We just do odd readings. Oh, I'll call like odds, I guess.
Well, I rolled for you again, and you got a 4, so you get to go first anyways.
Okay. See, I'll go first.
Alright.
I'll get my opening hand here.
Myself as well.
Okay. It's very interesting to see this from the other person's perspective. Alright, so I'll go ahead and draw.
Alright.
I will set a monster face down, and I will set a back row and end my turn.
Okay. And I will draw for my first turn, and I'll ask you, the first question that I usually ask everybody is, how and when did you get involved in Yu-Gi-Oh?
In Yu-Gi-Oh, it would have to be when I was probably around 6 or 7 years old, and I was just like, hey look, Dad, a card game, how about we try this? And so I got a Kaiba starter deck, and then I just started playing, and I was absolutely terrible.
Nothing wrong with the Kaiba starter deck to start out with, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, when I was that young, and I just watched the show,
yeah.
And I didn't know what tributing was yet, so when I picked up one of the video games for Yu-Gi-Oh, I was like, the rules are different, what's going on?
Well, they never tributed on the show, it seemed, anyways.
Yeah.
Alright, man, I'm gonna... you've got a face down, eh? Alright.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to MST your back row.
Okay, I'm gonna chain it, glaive near the fetters of Fenrir, so...
Oh, I see what you got going on here.
I can search my deck for a Nordic monster.
You bet.
So I will get 10 Gnostier of the Nordic beasts and add it to my hand.
That's the white goat?
Black goat.
Black goat, okay. So obviously my next question would have been, do you watch the anime? And you kind of already answered that, but
Yes.
What other animes do you like to watch, man?
It's usually just stuff that's suggested to me by friends.
Right.
So, Soul Eater was suggested to me by a friend of mine, so I watched that.
Good one, good one.
Was suggested to me by a close friend of mine, and it's usually just things like that.
Cool. I love Soul Eater too. I thought that was really good. I'm gonna summon out Lila in attack position. Can you see her there?
Yeah.
Alright. And then I'll set a back row, and I'll attack your face down.
Okay. Second. So when he's destroyed my battle, I'll search my deck.
Alright.
And I will pull Super Nimble Mega Hamster.
Oh, I'm looking for some of those.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, and then also when my Sagan is destroyed by battle, I can special summon Tangnoster in defense position.
Oh wow, okay. Very cool. Alright, I'm going to go to my end phase and mill the 3. 1 JD, 1 Necrogardna, and a Dark Hole.
Necrogardna, the bane of my existence. Okay, draw the turn.
Yeah.
Alright, where am I going with this? I'll switch my Tangnoster to attack position.
Okay.
And thus attempt to activate his ability. When he's switched from defense to attack position, I can special summon a Nordic Beast from my deck.
Okay.
So, will be okay?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, so I will attempt to get okay. I will special summon the White Goat, Tangrisnir of the Nordic Beasts in defense position.
How did you learn all these names, man?
I do not know. I just it looks like Ten and then Grisnir. So as for the Black Goat, I have no idea. I'm just going with what I think it sounds like.
Right, right. I know you kind of have to be Nordic to be able to pronounce all that stuff. It's like you got to work at IKEA or something.
IKEA. Okay, so let's see. Where to go from here? I'm going to normal summon Goldfax of the Nordic Beasts.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
So he's a 1600 Beast Tuner.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. I will.
While you're pondering that, I've got another question for you. Obviously, we know that you play Cardfight Vanguard. Are there any other card games that you like to enjoy?
I used to be into, not really so much into, but I knew how to play Duel Masters.
Yeah.
And I had a few cards that I got for my birthday, so I just played around with that.
That Kaijudo's like the same thing.
Yeah, I've been seeing like other people getting into Kaijudo, like Vexicus, he's been getting into it.
Yeah.
Some of my friends are picking that back up because it's like Duel Masters. So.
Speaking of Vexicus, I'll be interviewing him tomorrow.
Oh, sweet. Alright, so next I'll activate Creature Swap.
Okay, oh.
And if it's okay, I'm going to give you my Tangnoster, the Black Goat, in attack position.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll put that like right here on the edge.
Yep, and you got my Lila.
I'll put like a yellow sleeve here for Lila.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll just use this white one for yours.
Okay. I'll try to use Lila's effect to target your back row.
Change her to defense.
Yes.
And destroy my beckoning light.
Okay. This is where the fun begins.
I don't know if it's going to be fun for me.
I'll synchro Goldfax and Tangrisnir.
Yeah.
And then I will synchro summon. Where are you? Ancient Sacred Wyvern in attack position.
Oh shit.
Then I'll enter battle phase, and I'll have Ancient Sacred Wyvern attack the Tangrisnir.
Okay.
So that would inflict Tangrisnir's attack is 800, and Ancient Sacred is 13. So that would, or it's 21. So it would deal 1300.
Okay.
Now Ancient Sacred Wyvern's effect is when my life points are higher than yours, it gains attack equal to the difference.
Yes.
So it's now at 3400.
Okay.
I'll set one back row, and then at the end phase, Lila's effect, I mill the top 3 cards of my deck. So Book of Moon, Garmer of the Nordic Beasts, and Giant Wrath.
Okay. It's quite the deck you threw together, man.
I think so. Ancient Sacred Wyvern is definitely one of my favorite cards in this deck.
Do you know what? I was just going to ask you, what's your favorite card of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Since I can't think of anything really amazing off the top of my head, I'm seriously going to have to go with this Wyvern, because everybody that I play against, that I have a very significant lead against with Ancient Sacred Wyvern, they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, no, he becomes like an ultra beat stick. That's for sure, man.
Alright, so now back to you.
Alright, I will draw.
You have 5 cards in your hand right now?
4, actually.
4, okay.
Yes. I'm going to set one face down, actually, in defense mode.
Okay.
And so if you were like, if let's say you won the lottery,
okay,
and you were loaded, and you could play, you could come back into Yu-Gi-Oh and play any deck that you wanted to. Price is no object. What would you play?
I would want to play a deck that people wouldn't get mad at, but it's still effective. So, I would actually probably just take some time to sit down and just take a look at lots of different cards in the game and try and come up with something original.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Back to me now?
That's a good idea.
Back to me?
Yeah, back to you.
Alright, I'll draw for turn. Okay.
By the way, what did you think of the last ban list?
The last ban list?
Yeah.
Zen Mighty to 1 really didn't seem to be as much of a problem as people thought it would be. It's still
True.
a good card. It can still go off like nuts with Magician Shark, so
Yep.
I've been on the receiving end of that several times.
Myself included.
And it sucks. Dragons I haven't had a chance to play against for this format yet, but I hear they're good.
They're still pretty good. Even with Red MD at 1, man.
Insectors are apparently off the map.
Yeah, nobody plays them anymore.
Okay, and then,
Unless you team them up with the ninjas, apparently.
it's an interesting idea. And then I play Nordics, so... And you're playing Lightsworn, so 3 Necro Garden is nice.
Oh, yes.
Yep, and...
And I'm loving the fact that last ban list before this one, that Lumina was put back to 2.
Okay, so... I'm going to attack my Ancient Sacred into your Raikou.
That's right.
Okay.
He's going to take down that wyvern, so
Alright.
I'm going to have to mill 3. Mill a wolf.
Special that wolf.
Yep, Solar Recharge and Orcus. Or Arcus, or whatever.
Alright.
And Raikou's dead.
Okay, so main phase 2.
Yep.
I'm going to set a monster and then end my turn.
Alright. And I will draw.
Oh, and then Malila, I mill 3. So
Oh, yes.
Magic Cylinder, Hamster, and Black Coat.
Okay. Geez, what to do? Well, I'm thinking about this. I got a good question. I like to ask people this one because, well, to be honest, I like to hear the answers because I think it's a good question.
All right, go for it.
If you could design a card for Konami that could be in play, what would it be, and what would its effects be?
If I could design a card for Konami, shoot.
I know.
That's a hard question because I never actually did think about that. But there's a lot of stuff that they've just gone into already. Like they did Nordic mythology. They did gladiators with the GBs, and there's really not much that I can think of that would be exceptionally creative. I mean, like their recent stuff really isn't all that great. They have bugs. They have wind-up toys.
Yeah. Well, they got the heroic champions now, which is kind of the King Arthur thing going on.
Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of cool.
It would probably... I'm tempted to say something to do with, like, flaming dragons, but I I'm not sure whether or not they're going to cover that in the next structure deck, because I remember somebody, I think Evan Cole 40, I think Robbie mentioned something about a fire structure deck being after the Atlanteans.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I've heard too.
yeah.
Through the Yugi grapevine, anyways.
Okay. So it's back to you, right?
Yes, and I drew my card. I'm just trying to think here what I would like to do. So I'm going to summon Lumina.
All right.
Any response to that?
Nope, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. I'm going to activate her effect. Pitch the wolf that I drew earlier, because I can't summon it.
Okay.
I'm going to summon Orcus.
All right. So now they cannot be targeted.
That is correct. I'm going to have Wolf attack your left face down.
Well, this is a Lila, so.
Oh, is that it? That's right. That's Lila. Okay, well, let's attack Lila and get her out of there.
All right. So Lila's dead and back in your graveyard.
Yes, and I'll use Orcus and try your other face down.
All right. Super Nibble Mega Hamster. So you take 600 battle damage, I believe.
Oh, joy.
12, right?
Yep, that's right. I do take 600. Puts me to 61.
And then I'll use my hamster, and then I will special summon Tangnasir, the black goat, in defense position face down.
Okay.
Its defense stat is 1100, just letting you know.
Okay, yes, I know, and I was just thinking, shit, Lumina's not enough. So, boy oh boy. A lot of fun here. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna have to end turn. So,
Right.
mill 3.
Oh, okay.
So I got Foolish Burial in there, another Lila, and a Gardna, and then 2 for Orcus, so Gold Sarcophagus, and another JD.
Alright.
Boy.
How many cards in your hand? 3 now?
2.
Two.
2 cards.
So I drew for turn.
Okay.
I'm going to flip summon my black goat and use his effect.
Okay.
This is going to pull me another horse from my deck.
Jeez.
Okay.
Deck's pretty good at filling up the field, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it gets stopped easily by things like Dark World because Grandpa screws up my field before I can get my like flip effects and things like that off. So,
Yeah, I don't like that Grapha either.
so contemplating what to do here. You have 2 cards in your hand,
I do.
and you have 3 monsters on your field.
I do.
2 of which are vanilla, essentially. So, and then one of them can let you get stuff. Actually, no, Lumina cannot even let you get stuff because you have Arcus on the field. So, I'm gonna synchro that Goldfax with with my white goat,
Okay.
and I'm gonna pull out my second Ancient Sacred Wyvern,
Oh, jeez. Here we go again.
which is currently at 4,000.
Yes.
All right, and I'm going to switch my hamster to attack position.
Okay.
Hamster is going to attempt to attack Lila,
Lumina, you mean?
or Lumina.
All right. All right.
Okay, so now you're down another 100, so Ancient Sacred now 41, and I'm going to try to attack Wolf now.
Okay, and I will honest in the damage step.
Oh no! Okay, so I take 21,
Yes.
which means that I'm now down 100, I believe.
Yes, you are.
Okay,
59 to 6,000.
That was dirty. that was dirty. Alright. I'm going to set a card face down, and then that will be it.
Okay. So of all the Yu-Gi-Oh series, which one was your favorite?
I liked 5Ds the best. Well, no, it's a hard tie between the original and 5Ds. The original was good. It was the original. Until they started getting into this Seal Warrior Calcos nonsense, then it got kind of silly.
Yeah.
But 5Ds, I felt they made a really good storyline in that one. GX, I can't say the same about, and I can't really say the same about ZL or XL either, because a lot of them are standalone episodes. So.
Yeah, that's true. But I like the 5D storyline as well, and the original. Steel of Orichalcos was was okay, but their earlier storylines were a lot better.
Yeah.
Definitely, for sure. So, one of my questions is, what was your first deck? But you already answered that.
Yeah, it was Kaiba, and then I quit. It was like that old style of beatdown stuff where basically Summon Skull won you the game if you didn't have uniforms.
Yeah. Yeah, you had stuff like Cyber Dragons and Goblin Attack Force.
Cyber Dragons, actually.
Yes, what?
It was actually before Cyber Dragons that I started to fall out of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, really? Okay.
I came back in about Lightsworn.
Oh, okay.
And I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, Lightsworn, milling your deck wins you games? How does this work?
I like it. Works for me. Sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes.
So it's to you.
It is to me.
And 2 Acros.
Okay, yeah, I see that, and I've got my two, my Wolf and my Orcus on the field, and I have drawn already. So what I'm going to do is summon Card Trooper.
Okay.
Any response to that at all, or?
Nope, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, I will activate his effect by milling 3 cards,
Alright.
which was Heavy Storm, Aaron, and Raiko. And I will search my graveyard. I will remove a dark.
Oh no!
And a light.
That's never good.
I've removed one of the Gardnas and a Lila. To summon out BLS.
You.
Right, and now, my next question is kind of a two-parter. When you were in your prime in the Yu-Gi-Oh game, did you have like a big winning streak or a big losing streak?
It was average. My prime was probably just Gravekeepers.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
That was about it. It was cheap. It came in a structure deck, and I needed to buy Royal Tributes. That was about it.
Yeah, Royal Tributes were, I think, back then even relatively cheap. So, all right, so I'm going to go on the assault now. I'm going to attack your hamster with my Card Trooper.
Okay, and I'm going to be a D-bag, and I'm going to play Forbidden Lance targeting your Card Trooper, and Horde of the Phantom Beast targeting my Mega Hamster.
Oh crap! So what does that mean?
So I'm up 800. You're down 800. So
he's 1100.
And mine's 19. So I get the successful kill by battle, and then we both draw a card.
Okay. And I go down 800.
Right. So now I'm up 700 again. I believe you're at 53.
I'm at 52.
52, and I'm at 59.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct. All right. So he stays that way for the turn, right?
Yeah, he's 1900 now.
Okay. I'll kill him with the BLS then.
Yeah, I take 11,
and then I'll hit you again directly.
Yeah, I think I lost this.
and then I'll swing for game basically.
It was good while it lasted.
That's okay. We can have another round because there's still time. There is lots of time.
Wyverns. That Wyvern.
He's a beater, man. He's a good card.
I'm trying to remember, am I running Monoceros? And he's like, what the heck is Monoceros?
So you know what I was thinking? I didn't really get any footage of it, but Randall and I actually met in person at YCS 100.
Yes,
We were sitting around and shooting the shit, and the guys were trying to sell us pizza. with Dan and Devin and Brian, my friend, Yugi Dudes guy, and some other people. Neo Dreo, I think, was there too.
So, I'll go first, is that okay?
Yeah, man, sure.
Alright, so let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, and I'll draw mine.
I need to watch out for that BLS this game.
Yeah, he kind of sneaks up on you.
Yep, alright, so
And...
draw for turn.
Okay.
And I'll set a monster, and that'll be it.
Okay. So I got to ask you this because I always ask everyone that I have met in person when I do these interviews. Is what was your first impression of me?
Well, let's see. You had a shirt that had Mario
Yeah, that's right, too.
being a stoner, so... No, he was on shrooms, that was it. He was on shrooms, so...
No, it was a pot leaf on his hat.
Yeah, something like that. And so, I really did not know what to think at first, because when a guy's sitting there, and he plays Yu-Gi-Oh!, but he also kind of looks like a biker, and he's wearing a shirt like that, you really cannot come up with any single conclusion.
You kind of like, okay, he could be this, he could be this.
Yeah.
Well, I'll set the record straight while we're doing this on film. I am not a biker. I have had a bike before. I'm not like your typical biker, but I'm more of a...
Rocker.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Because I sing in a band, which a lot of you already know, and have heard my music and apparently quite like it, which I'm grateful for because a lot of that stuff comes from the heart. I am the singer, just so you guys know that. And I write all the lyrics, and the music is written by other members of the band, like my guitar player and our ex-old drummer, who's now gone. But anyway, this isn't about me, it's about Randal, so...
So we'll talk about how I can play guitar and bass and drums and not sing.
So you play like all the instruments, but you don't sing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
That's just like my old drummer, Colin, man. He could play anything. You give it to him, if he'd never played it before, he'd learn it in seconds.
Sounds like a good member.
Oh yeah, he was. But I think he lost interest, so he quit.
Okay.
So I've drawn.
Alright.
Not liking my hand, man, so I'm going to have to do this. And solar recharge my Arcus.
Alright.
And draw 1, draw 2, mill 1, card trooper, mill 2, JD. What is my deal with milling JDs today? And
I have no objections to that.
yeah, I do run beckonings, though, so. I have drawn a wolf, so I'm going to recharge my wolf now. Try for something better.
Wow, somebody drew a lot of research.
1, 2, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, and another solar recharge. And alright, so it's...
No, you don't have any more.
Yeah, that's it. The recharges are done. So I am going to play Monster Reborn.
Oh, okay. What are we getting?
I'm going to be getting my wolf.
Wolf, okay.
Yes. Can't reborn JD, so you're lucky there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to summon Lila,
Alright.
Sorceress, and she's going to attack your face down monster.
Lila's? Okay,
Yes.
hamster. So you take 100.
So I lose 100.
And then I'm going to go digging. What am I digging for? Has to be level 3 or lower beast. Okay. This is not the most favorable of things. This isn't all that great. Okay. I'm gonna get the black goat, and then he's gonna go face down, and then my hamster's still alive, so.
Okay. Yes, your hamster is still alive, but I will, I'll kill him with my wolf.
What hamster?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will set one on the back, and end my turn, and, mill 3 for Lila, 1 Veiler, 1 Charge of the Light Brigade, and a Heavy Storm.
Okay.
I'm milling like a champ.
I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna ace the back row.
So are you going to be at any big events in the next little while?
Vanguard Regionals, November 3rd.
Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh events? No.
Probably not. I'm pretty distanced from this game.
Well, hopefully I spark some interest here.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean, you can play both. What's wrong with that?
Ask the Toronto players that were raging because the Toronto Regionals and Toronto ICS were on the same day.
Oh.
That's just one minor thing. But I mean, like, it's just a thing with me, I guess. So, oh yeah, the MST.
Oh, yeah, sure. I will, I'll chain that. It's beckoning light, so.
So how many cards?
3.
Alright.
2 Raikos and a Gardner.
2 Raikos and a Gardner.
Yeah.
Gardner.
I'll add JD, Valor, and a Raiko back to my hand.
JD, Raiko, and Valor. Okay.
Yes.
And how many light swords in your graveyard right now?
2, I believe.
2.
Yes. Orcus and Raiko.
Okay. What am I doing?
You're gonna kill my other 2, so I can summon JD.
I can. Flip summon Tangnoster. Attempt to use his ability. Get Valor.
Yes, you will.
Alright.
That's why I grabbed it.
Okay, where will I go from here? I'll play creature swap,
Okay.
and then you can have my go.
And which one are you gonna take of mine?
It's your pick, actually.
You can have Lila.
Okay.
I don't mind. And I've got your goat now, so.
Yes.
There's
can
your
have
goat.
my As much as I dislike you having my goat. I'm gonna swing at my goat.
Okay. You're gonna kill that goat.
And you take 9.
Yeah.
And I will set.
Puts me to 7,000.
Okay, I will set 2 back row.
Okay.
And top 3 cards.
Yep.
Of course, a creature swap and a Glacier.
All right.
So here go.
I will draw. I will MST the one on your right.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, it was a Horn of Vanities.
Okay, that's a good one to MST. All right, so in the past, what big events did you attend other than the YCS 100? Because I already know that.
Just local stuff, extravaganza.
Oh yeah.
I went to Worlds 2 years ago to just check it out. See what
Nice.
was going on.
Okay, I can't do much, so I'm going to set a card face down, and I'm going to attack my Lila.
Let's have a look around, shall we?
All right.
I'm gonna lance your wolf.
Oh, which means he's going to die. He goes, and now Lance puts me down 800?
Yeah, so now you just took 400 damage, so you are at 66.
Yes.
And
I am.
still-
I am keeping track here, just so you know.
Okay.
And it's where we stand, guys, right there.
Alright, so I'm gonna assume that you have a JD in your hand and you're gonna end your turn now.
I am going to end my turn.
Okay. Oh my god, I just drew so good.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that, you guys.
Wait, can you read me off the list of the light swords currently in your graveyard?
I can. We have a wolf. We have a Raiko. And we have an Arcus.
Okay. Good to know. Can I infuse this? Yes, I think I can infuse this. Okay, I'm gonna banish Heavy Storm from my hand to special summon Monoceros from my hand.
Okay. Interesting.
Like, I have no idea what this does.
I've seen the card. I don't think I've ever read it.
I'm going to play Monster Reborn.
Yep.
Old Facts of the Nordic Beasts from my graveyard.
Alright.
Alright. I need to take a look at extra deck, see my options here.
Sure.
Because I can play pretty nutty right now. But it's that dumb Raikou. I don't know what to do about that Raikou. Okay. What am I doing right now?
So I got another question for you.
Okay.
Who's your favorite, like, I guess, YouTuber that you like to watch?
There's a lot of Yugi-tubers. Wait, YouTubers or Yugi-tubers?
Yugi-tubers or Vanguard tubers, whatever.
Let's see. For Yu-Gi-Oh, it's probably the people that give the most in-depth, like, insight about, like, decks in the game or combos in the game. So WK Dad's pretty good.
Yes, he's very good.
I'm not too big on, like, when you just have a deck profile and they just kind of expect you to know stuff. Like, that's why on my channel, when I do a deck profile, I try to say, like, oh, you can do this into this, and then this sets up your field this way. When I do, like, Vanguard things, because field setup is a very big part of the game. So.
Yeah.
As for Vanguard, there are these two guys named Chan and Gerardo who are in difference of skill, and those guys are really good at the game, so they know what they're doing, and yeah, those guys, they know their stuff.
All right. Well, guys, I will try and find links for you, and I'll put them below if you want to check out the channels that he's talking about for the Vanguard. I'm not a huge fan of Vanguard. It's just one too many card games I need to be dipping money into. So.
All right, so I'm really not sure what I'm doing here because you have that Raikou.
Well, yeah, it could be. I've been known to set other ones too, you know.
That dang Raikou. Well, no, you're beckoning to the Raikou, so I know you have the Raikou.
And this is true. I was trying to fool you.
Yeah, well, that's like a big thing in Vanguard is you really have to pay attention to what goes into your opponent's hands so that you can like tell what they have in terms of being able to protect against your attacks. So that's a thing that I've been like practicing is for this entire time of Vanguard.
So your overlay.
Okay. Well, no, this is a 4 and a 3, so I'm gonna synchro.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I'm gonna get my Wyvern.
All right.
And I'm screwed
That
up.
deck really likes to make the Wyverns, doesn't it?
It does. Now, Mono Ceros, this is where his effect comes into play. If I synchro summon using him and a Beast-type tutor, I can special summon the Beast-type tutor from my graveyard.
Oh, nice.
Summon him like that.
All right.
Now, I don't want to give you this Lila back. I don't want to synchro using this Lila. I really do not want to synchro using this Lila. And I know you'll have 4, and then bad things will happen. Bad things will happen. So,
Nasty judgment.
God, Judgment Dragon, why do you have to suck?
He's not sucking when he's in my hand.
Clearly. Okay, what am I doing? I don't want to give you this back. I really don't want to give you this back. I'm going to...
One way or another, that thing's going into my graveyard.
Yeah, I'm gonna... this is bad. There's no way out of this. Dumb Raikou.
He apparently doesn't like my Raikou, you guys.
I really don't like that Raikou. And I'm boring people, I know, because I'm like just sitting here contemplating, what am I going to do with that Raikou? But I'm going to give you back your Lila.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and play Stardust. Yes.
Oh, shit.
So I'm going to attack with Stardust into Raikou. And then, yeah.
Ah, boy, oh boy. I'm going to have to say I'm going to destroy your Wyvern. Of course you'll
Right,
make...
I'm gonna Stardust, so there's no mills.
Oh, right.
And you are down by 14, I believe?
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to attack with Wyvern and put you down another 35.
puts me to 31, my friend.
And it puts my wyvern to 7,000.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, here comes that JD, so this is not good. At the end phase, the Stardust comes back, and then, yeah, that's all I can do.
Yeah, but that Stardust will protect you from the JD. Well, maybe. Alright, so, I know you're not into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Much anymore, but with the ban list being that it was there something that you would have liked to have seen come back to the game?
Come back into the game?
Yeah. I mean, they gave us, huh?
From band to back into the game?
Which one?
Like from the band?
Yeah.
Back into
Yeah.
the game? Nothing I can think of off the top of my head. I think most banned cards are banned for a reason, so...
Yes. Yeah, but you know how the meta changes sometimes, so some of those big badass cards aren't so big badass anymore?
Yeah, I guess. I would have to take a look at the list and just like... Oh, you pick this one out, or this one, or this one.
Most people I get a lot is Dark Magician of Chaos. Because, I mean, that's available.
To see back in the game.
You can't really abuse them like you used to be able to, so...
Yeah.
Alright, I do have 4 names in the graveyard, so I am going to special JD.
Great.
And I'm also going to summon Card Trooper.
Alright.
No. You know what? I'm not going to summon Card Trooper.
Alright.
Because you've got a 7,000 beater on there, so I need to attack your Stardust Dragon with JD.
And I have to let that happen, because I have nothing else that I can do.
You have 500 that you're down. And now I'm going to pay the 1,000 and blow up the other one.
Yeah.
Alright, now, main phase 2, I will summon Card Trooper. And mill for the mills. 2...
I think that's the biggest problem with this deck, is that, you need a turn of setup, otherwise you can't really go off. Like, you have to have that turn of setup to play the hamster.
Right.
Setup to get your monster destroyed by battle to go off the what's his face? The goat?
Yeah.
So, can't really do much about that.
Well, who knows? Maybe they'll actually release some more help for them at some point.
Maybe. It'd be interesting to see.
So I thought they had a lot of potential, but nothing really ever bloomed out of that.
This has a lot of potential.
Yeah, no kidding.
Alright, so, my go?
Yes, sir. I got a mill 4 for JD.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. So I just milled both Gold Sarks, Honest, and Beckoning.
Okay. Can I ask top decks for the win?
Dark Hole?
Oh, my Dark Hole!
Shut up, you did not. Oh, he did too.
Dark Hole, what?
What the hell?
And now, you draw 1 card, and then I...
Yes.
My turn.
And you end?
Yes.
Okay, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, so now draw for turn.
Look at my open field, it's so great.
I know. Summon Jane.
Alright.
And I attack for 18.
And I take it.
Alright. So, before we end the game, which will probably be fairly soon, a lot of my subscribers are probably like, you know what, this guy's pretty interesting, and I play Vanguard too, so I'd like to see what he's got to offer. So what can people expect from you when they visit your channel? What's going to make them want to sub?
One of the things that I'm trying to get into recently is definitely listening more to subscribers. I did post a video the other day saying I'm looking for suggestions, trying to find out what my audience is interested in seeing as far as like sets soon to come out, or the meta game, which is currently Gold Paladin, Gold Paladin, Gold Paladin, and Gold Paladin.
It's what I hear.
Yeah, and it really shouldn't be in my eyes. I really think that the only reason that the meta is Gold Paladin times 50 is because it tops the first one, and then suddenly everybody wants to play it. So
It's like that in any card game, though.
yeah, in this game, though, I really don't think it should be that much of a problem. Like, I like that there's some diversity in the top deck, so.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so you have a Jane.
I have a Jane.
And one other card in hand?
And one other card in my hand.
Okay, draw.
Yay. That's it?
Yeah.
I'm
at what? I'm at 57?
You are at 57. Well, look at this, guys. He's a human calculator. Oh, and it looks like things are about to get a little bit worse for you, man.
Not another JD, please.
No, Garroth.
Oh, okay.
And Garroth is 1850. He'll attack.
Okay, and then I'll take it, and then drop doors.
Oh, shit. Should have went with the smaller guy first.
I have this 1850 thing.
Right, but I'll kill that with Jane, because he goes up to 21.
Right. My Draconic Overlord is my doors token. Alright, so now it's me. And you mill 4.
Okay, and you're at 36 now.
36, 35, 50?
Well, no, because you would have lost another 50 from the Jane attack.
Well, I mean, like, my token was defensive, so. Oh, wait, no. Wait.
Oh, yes, you're right. So that means you're at 3850.
Okay, and what are you at right now? You're at
21.
21.
Yes.
Okay.
He had the gores, guys.
I had the gore. I had the Darkhold, then I had the gores.
How do you like that for top decking?
It's amazing.
So what is when back in your Yu-Gi-Oh days, is there like a big play that you had that you remember? Probably this one.
Well, what's what you mean by back in your Yu-Gi-Oh days?
Well, like was there like one big like combo play that really stood out in your mind?
Quick draw, Synchron, Level Eater, Synchron, Explorer, Shooting, Laser Dragon?
Yeah, that works.
That's a pretty big one.
Yes.
Alright, so did you mill 4 or?
Oh no, I mill 2. Sorry, 1, 2. So there's a Gardna and a Celestia. 2,
Gardna.
And I just milled the Lumina and BLS. So I do get to draw 1 for the Lumina.
Okay, you're off, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're off with them. And here's me hoping you don't have Honest. Attack Jane.
And Jane dies.
Okay, you take 11, right?
Yep.
No, 9. You take 9. So now it's back to you.
Okay, it puts me to 1200.
Which means I'm this close to winning.
You are indeed. All right, here I go. I draw. Huh. Shit.
Your Necrogardna.
Oh, I know. I can use them. I'm gonna. I always save them for when it counts. All right. I'm gonna have to set one face down. Change Garroth to defense. And say go.
Don't ride those. Alright. Okay, how am I gonna handle this? You have 2 cards in your hand.
I do.
If you had it Honest, you probably would have done something with it by now.
Honest got milled. Just so you know.
Okay. Good to know. BLS also got milled.
Yes, he did.
Nobody served me right. 2 JDs? Or milled?
You killed one, and there was already one milled, yes.
Alright. Which to attack with this Gores? I don't want to hit Raikou. That'd be sad.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna attack the face down.
You're going to attack the face down.
Yeah. I figure I have to sooner or later.
I'm going to pull out a Gardna and negate the attack.
Okay, so I guess that's not a Raikou. I'm gonna set a back row, and then that's gonna be it.
Okay, and I'll draw. Alright, I'm going to tribute these for my own gores.
Oh. Whoa. Horse.
Yes, sir.
Horse is getting in there.
And I'm going to crash.
Okay, so you want my opinion, like on? Well, this is gonna be the. I don't know. Yeah, here's something that I would just like to note about this deck.
Yeah.
There's two things that you don't want in the same deck. One of them is Ancient Sacred Wyvern. The other part is Magic Cylinder.
Oh my god. And that is game. Right there.
These two are amazing together. Like, you can just imagine how good these are.
I just felt it.
Ancient Sacred Wyvern wins game.
Alright, well, I guess that's going to wrap up the interview this time. So, thanks to Randal for doing this with me.
That's right here. Good card.
Wyvern, yeah. I'm going to lift up the screen so they can sort of get a better view.
I'm going to lift up my screen.
There we go. There he is right there. Alright, so yeah, man. That was pretty cool. So we're pretty much tied, so we're going to have a tiebreaker one day.
I guess so. I'll bring my Wyvern, and hopefully next time I'll be able to drop an Acer for once.
Let me see what would have been coming up if I had gotten that move off. Oh shit, dude. Next two cards were Dark Hole and JD.
Ooh, man. That would not have been good.
No, definitely not. Alright, man. Well, thank you very much for doing this for me. I will let you know when it's uploaded and whatnot. And you can, I don't know.
I'd like to pull off at some point.
What's that?
Let me show you something that I would like to pull off with this deck at some point.
Oh, sure, sure. Okay, here we go. Pro plays with Randal.
This is how you play Nordics right here. But they have to not have Valor, otherwise this doesn't work.
Okay, so no Valors.
They attack the hamster, and then you get that black hook.
Yep.
And then I draw. And then I banish a spell from my hand to get Monostros. This is the one where if I synced using a Beast Tuner, you can play it back. So then I flip the Tangnoster. And this allows me to get the horse. So I have a horse.
Alright.
And then I sync these two. And then I make the first Wyvern.
Okay.
Monostros effect gets me back the horse. And then I make the second one.
Wyvern number 2.
And then I drop X Tuner and then make Stardust or Thought Ruler. Actually, Thought Ruler would be pretty good because then you increase the gap between your life points and your opponent's life points.
Yes, you can. Thought Ruler is a great combo with the Wyverns. I've been able to pull that off. Yeah, there you go.
You run over their thing with Thought Ruler, and then now your life points are up a ton, so their field is open. So you attack for like 4,000, and then you attack for like 8,000.
Pretty much a swift kick in the nuts with steel-toed boots on, guys. That's what that is. Okay, man, I'm going to have to pull the cork on this one. So, thanks again, Randal, for doing that. And we will talk to you guys soon. Sarah's 13, swinging for game.